Hey guys, I have a really fun video for you today. If you, like me, celebrate Chinese New Year, well, you know that on the 10th of February, we will be celebrating the Year of the Dragon. So I thought in today's video, I would share with you some of my favorite skincare products that are packaged in red that would make great gifts for friends, family members, like moms and aunties or whomever, to make it even more festive. So for those who are not as familiar with Chinese New Year, it is one of the most important holidays in China. I think of it like similarly to Christmas or Thanksgiving, where majority of the shops are closed and everybody's just at home and celebrating with loved ones. And a big part of the tradition is making dumplings. You know, families gather around, literally make it from scratch, all the way from the dough to the filling and putting it together. And even though I grew up here in the US, we still made a big part of our family tradition, celebrating every year. And I remember actually one time celebrating New Year in Beijing, where my family is originally from, and I just could not believe like how empty the city was. Like very few cars on the streets during that week where people like took off for Chinese New Year, and like very few people, which is really unreal for Beijing, such a populated city. But that really kind of speaks to just how important that holiday is to the Chinese culture. And a part of that celebration is receiving red envelopes, which essentially are decorative envelopes in red, often filled with cash, and these are usually like given to little kids by grandparents or elderly, and it's supposed to basically signify or symbolize, you know, passing down good fortune and luck for the upcoming year. So really everything is in red because red in China really symbolizes like wealth and luck and happiness, and is supposed to fend off like evil spirits and bad luck. So today I combed through all the skincare products that I've used in the past that I like and that I recommend that are basically packaged in red. So they would be really wonderful gifts to gift any relatives, moms or aunties during this Chinese New Year season. And you know, with moms and aunties, they love receiving skincare. And so hopefully this will allow you to maybe get bigger red envelopes next year. Anyway, let's dive into it. I have like a range of different products, price points in different categories, and some even more splurge worthy that I think are just really nice gifts for the ones that you love. First one is Paulas Choice. It's the softening cream cleanser made with gentle surfactants. It's creamy. It's also fragrance free. Really ideal for all skin types and really nice to have, especially during the winter when it's much colder and drier outside. And so this one I feel like is suitable for all. And when you gift, it's a good reminder to those that, you know, in the winter time, we would want to be more gentle with how we cleanse our skin. And using something like this would help to effectively cleanse while at the same time reduce the dryness and irritation that cleansing can bring on. Now, if you have somebody that you know struggles more with like oily and acne prone skin, the Neutrogena has one that's packaged in red. It's from that stubborn acne line, stubborn texture acne cleanser for texture skin that is again fragrance free. It is more of a gel cleanser that lathers nicely, but again not super drying at the same time. It contains 1% salicylic acid that can help to gently exfoliate and help to improve like roughness, clog pores, pore congestion, and ideal for those that are more like oily and prone to acne. If you know anyone that struggles with skin barrier breakdown, eczema, rosacea flares, and acne, the Tower 28 SOS Rescue Spray would be a great one to gift. Because number one is already beautifully packaged in red, and I think they actually have a limited edition with Kung Fu Panda 4 on there, because I think it's coming out in March, so kind of fairly timely with the Chinese New Year. But anyway, it comes in various different sizes, so even one that you can like put in your bag that would be fine to bring on the plane for travel. But I love this spray because it's super convenient to use, and it contains hypochlorous acid that is produced naturally by our immune system. And what hypochlorous acid does is it basically has antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory effects, and also helps to soothe the skin. So for anyone, like especially like when COVID, when we were all wearing a lot of masks, and that mask caused more acne, like maskne, rosacea flares, this spray was great to use like under the face, even spray on your mask, kind of to really soothe and calm the skin and reduce like the irritation, the friction would bring on. And somebody who like struggles with acne and rosacea flares on a regular basis, this would be a great one to put on, like basically spray after cleansing, and then they can follow up with the rest of their skincare routine to really help to keep the skin less irritated and reduce the flare-up of those inflammatory conditions. Next is Vichy's LiftActiv LiftActiv B3 Serum. I love this serum. It's beautifully packaged, it's watery, elegant, lightweight, fast absorbing. It's also fragrance free. Now, ingredient wise, it contains niacinamide, glycolic acid, tranexamic acid, along with vitamin C derivative and rice protein, and also Vichy's volcanic water. Now, all of these ingredients are really going to be helpful in targeting concerns of fine lines, wrinkles, hyperpigmentation, whether that is from melasma, excessive sun damage, or even acne, but also at the same time helping to improve dullness and that uneven skin texture and skin tone. I really love this serum for anyone that is interested in combating basically signs of skin aging and dullness, and it's a great one to incorporate into morning and or evening routine, and can work synergistically with topical retinol to combat like skin aging concerns. And speaking of retinol, there is a beautifully packaged red retinol from La Roche-Posay. This is their B3 Pure Retinol Serum that is a great addition to moms or aunties or anyone that is trying to tackle fine lines and wrinkles. Ingredient wise, this contains pure retinol along with vitamin B3 or niacinamide. I like to say retinol and niacinamide are like a perfect match made in heaven because number one, not only do they work synergistically to help target fine lines and wrinkles and concerns of aging, we know all the benefits of retinol, but niacinamide actually has been shown to have some anti-aging benefits in improving the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and dullness. But niacinamide is also anti-inflammatory and also improves ceramide synthesis. So not only does it work well in combating signs of aging, it can actually reduce the irritation that retinol may bring on. This serum is also really lovely because it's hydrating at the same time. It contains glycerin along with hyaluronic acid and La Roche-Posay's thermal spring water that has some benefits in balancing and improving the skin moisture barrier and skin microbiome. Another great anti-aging serum that doesn't contain retinol or alpha hydroxy acid is from Glow Recipe, their pomegranate peptide firming serum. And you guys know I'm a big fan of peptide. This one is beautifully packaged. It's got more of like a magenta red color, but nevertheless very beautiful bottle. And it contains a few different ingredients that can help target fine lines and wrinkles. Number one, it contains a polypeptide complex, including copper tripeptide, which I mentioned in my previous video that is really trending right now. Copper tripeptide has been shown to be one of those peptide complexes that can help improve appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and to support collagen and elastin production. Also contains extracts from pomegranate that is rich in antioxidants along with hyaluronic acid. So just a really nice serum again to work into anyone's routine who have concerns of wanting, to improve skin aging, fine lines, and wrinkles. With the ingredients, it works really well, even layering it with retinol if one wants to. Exfoliating pads can also make great gifts because you really give them that like spa experience at home, kind of the self-pampering while at the same time targeting skin concerns. And the one I recommend is from Dr. Dennis Gross, their Alpha Beta Extra Strength Peel Pads. Extra strength because this is the one that comes in red color. Their universal one, that's like a little more gentle, comes in orange. But if you live in Singapore, I actually found that Singapore, a Sephora exclusive, the Dr. Dennis Gross has a holiday version that's actually for the Chinese New Year that is repackaged in red with like a dragon detail. So it's really beautiful. Highly recommend checking that out if you live in Singapore. It's unfortunately not available here in the US. But this one is extra strength and it contains a triple acid blend of glycolic, mandelic, and salicylic acid that can target pores, fine lines, wrinkles, and dullness, while at the same time also with resveratrol and green tea that are antioxidant benefits and anti-inflammatory. So with the extra strength, it's a little bit stronger. So not that you can't use it if you have sensitive skin, but you would want to be careful. And in general, with these peel pads, I recommend using at most like 1 to 2 times a week. You can do that as a part of like your skin cycling trend, where if you choose to use this product, you basically would avoid any other irritating actives on your skin afterwards. But yeah, it can be a really great addition for anyone that's struggling with uneven skin texture and skin tone. And if you're looking to splurge, there's one brand or line that I really recommend that I feel like is going to be a great hit for most Asian moms, aunties, most Asian women. I mean, I feel like a lot of us probably even grew up watching our moms use products from them, and it's Shiseido. Shiseido has a beautiful line in red, and it's the Ultimune line. They have a serum and a moisturizer I really love, but here I think the serum would make a great addition to anyone who has anti-aging concerns like our moms. And so the Ultimune Power Infusing Serum is made with a blend of plant-derived extracts along with a peptide complex that really helps to hydrate the skin, add radiance over time, improve skin texture and skin tone. You know, Shiseido, even though it is a very popular and considered maybe like a luxury brand, they actually have over 150 years of research and great clinical studies backing their product. And so this is definitely one I recommend. Also with this line itself, they are actually more conscious with using more recyclable material. And so the serum and the moisturizer now both come with refills that can hopefully reduce some of that packaging waste. So not only is it like beautifully packaged with wonderful ingredients, but in some ways a lot more, I would say, environmentally friendly at the same time. All right, moving on to moisturizers, and I feel like you can't go wrong gifting moisturizers either. We can all use some these days. And the first one is from Olay Regenerist. And this one is the little red jar. I feel like you can't go wrong with this one because number one, Olay, I mean, this is such an iconic household brand. I feel like it's also very popular amongst Asian moms and aunties, right? I feel like they all use Olay. This one though, legit has wonderful formulation like niacinamide. It also contains peptides. Matrixol is the trademark name, but palmitoyl pentapeptide 4, that is really one of the most well-studied peptide that actually helps to stimulate collagen, support, you know, our skin matrix and improving firmness, fine lines, and wrinkles. Also contains hyaluronic acid, just a really lovely yet creamy moisturizer that absorbs quickly, not very greasy, great to use twice a day, great to use on top of your retinoid to basically make it a great comprehensive anti-aging routine. Another great option that comes in a beautiful red jar is from Vichy, their LiftActiv Peptide-C moisturizer that contains different blends of peptide complex along with vitamin C derivative as well as rice protein and niacinamide that really helps to not only help hydrate, plump the skin, reduce appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, but at the same time also offering some brightening benefits with the vitamin C and niacinamide. So it also has a light floral scent. I think it's lovely. I really like it. It's very similarly textured to the Regenerist in a sense it's like hydrating, but not very thick or greasy or heavy. But for moms or anyone that has more sensitive skin, I think this one you may want to avoid and instead go with the Regenerist. Last but not least, Clinique. Their dramatically different moisturizing lotion is one to gift. The reason I'm saying that, number one, Clinique is such a wonderful brand. I also feel like it's very popular amongst Asian women. But this moisturizer itself is just lovely. I mean, it's really their iconic moisturizer for a reason. It's hydrating, yet, you know, hydrating, nourishing, yet at the same time, not heavy or greasy. Has wonderful ingredients. But best of all, Clinique actually has a Chinese New Year limited edition that comes in this beautifully red bottle with like dragon details. I mean, if you gift this to mom or auntie, it's definitely gonna earn you more red envelope points in the future. So highly recommend checking this one out. All right, moving on to lip care. I feel like this is one category we may not think about immediately, but really can be greatly appreciated by ones receiving these gifts because honestly, our lips can all use some TLC, especially during the winter. The first one is more of like a pampering experience. It's from LANEIGE, the lip sleeping mask, intense hydration with vitamin C that contains berry mix complex along with vitamin C that basically are rich in antioxidants to keep our lip healthy. At the same time, like coconut oil, shea butter, and other plant-derived oils really helps to soften and keep our lips moisturized overnight as we sleep. Next is Vaseline. Vaseline actually makes Rosy lip therapy. Essentially is the Vaseline petrolatum with a pink pretty hue that contains light rose fragrance. And you know, for somebody who has sensitivities to fragrance, this may not be ideal, but it is very pretty, and petrolatum is one of the most effective ingredients in helping with healing dry and chapped lips. And honestly, with this price, you can buy a lot and gift in abundance so people can have around the house to use as needed for a dry and chapped lips. So really highly recommend petrolatum. Honestly, it's just such a simple, cheap, yet effective product to have around the house to heal anything that's chapped, especially the lips during the winter time. Lastly, finishing off with sunscreen. I feel like there's nothing that says more than I care about you than gifting people sun protection, right? Protecting their skin. Now, the first one is from Ulta MD, and it's their UV Clear. This one is mostly because it has beautiful like red lettering on their bottle, but also it is nice, elegant sunscreen that I think most moms and aunties would like. It contains predominantly zinc oxide with 1 chemical filter, and also has niacinamide and other antioxidants to work synergistically to fend off, environmental aggressors, while at the same time helping to nourish your skin barrier. Also love the fact that it comes in a clear, non-tinted as well as tinted. And if you have a loved one that struggles with hyperpigmentation, that tint can really help to also block visible light. So just a lovely, elegant sunscreen to gift to our loved ones. For anyone with more sensitive skin or looking to simplify their morning routine with like a moisturizer and sunscreen in one that's great to use in the winter time, highly recommend checking out Cetaphil, the redness relieving daily facial moisturizer that's SPF 40 that comes in a beautiful red package. But I really love this entire line, especially their nighttime moisturizer, which I didn't mention here. That would be a great addition, especially for those with more sensitive and dry skin. But this moisturizer and sunscreen is lovely because it doubles as a moisturizer and sunscreen. But for those who have super extra dry skin, you can use this on top of your moisturizer to offer additional, not only sun protection, but skin moisturizing benefits. I love the ingredients in here. Number one, it contains all mineral filters, so really ideal for those that have sensitive skin. Also contains antioxidants like vitamin E, along with soothing ingredients like allantoin, licorice root, and caffeine that can help to calm irritated and sensitive skin. Also has this light tint that can maybe help to reduce or offset some of the redness in those that do have like rosacea and sensitive skin. So just all around a great moisturizer to use in the winter time. Lovely product to have. Protects your skin at the same time while helping to keep your skin hydrated and less irritated. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. These were the products that I could find that came in red packaging that I enjoy using and recommend. Let me know if you plan on purchasing any of these products or what red themed skin or hair care, which I didn't mention, you plan to gift this Chinese New Year. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.